Welcome back. All right, so I just have time for the one recap because we got overtime coming up. So again, I go in order, which means it's New Jersey and the Rangers first. Now, what's odd with this series is that we're now 4 games in, and it feels like the games don't have quite the intensity of some of the other series, and that seems to benefit New Jersey. So the Devils definitely playing their road game. It's weird because you would think that for the Devils to win a game, it probably has to be really fast and you have to have all the fancy plays, and not really. So after game two, I saw some posts about it's time to fire Lindy and they won't win a game. And then they won both on the road. So now they're coming back home. And so let's discuss. It was Schmid versus Shesterkin. And I have to say, Lindy Ruff deserves a lot of credit for going with Akira Schmid. It would have been understandable if he'd said, you know what, Blackwood's got more experience. It would have been understandable if he said, hey, Vanacek's our guy, ride or die kind of thing. But he went with Schmid. Devils press at 2 minutes. Meyer has a shot that's saved. Kakko had a rush chance that was saved. Lafreniere couldn't bury one. And then, after those saves by Schmid, puck goes the other way and it's in the net. Hughes on a breakaway, and it was a beautiful breakaway, backhand, forehand, and buried. Siegenthaler with the assist at 2:50. That is the second 5-on-5 goal in the series by the New Jersey Devils. So, yeah, they haven't had a lot. The shots are 2 apiece at 5 minutes. Hughes has a rush chance that's saved. Then there's a glove save on VC on a rush there. Lazar then has a shot that's held. The play was pretty even in the first half. The shots are 6-6, reflecting that it was pretty evenly played. Severson has a net feed that's picked off. Good pace to the game. Few whistles early on in this one. Meyer has a sharp angle shot that's held. We get a power play for the Rangers. They cycle. Kane has a shot that's saved. Panarin has one saved as well. The Devils clear it out. Fox then has one that's saved and held, and that power play is killed off. 3:04 left. A delay game call puts Rangers back on the power play. Early cycles. Kane has a shot deflect wide. It's cleared. And then there was 46 seconds of 4-on-4 before the Devils went to the power play. The Rangers argue a hand pass wasn't a hand pass for them, so they had the puck and they didn't like that call. The Devils set up late. The clock runs out. Just 10 seconds left in their power play. So the Rangers finished that kill to start the second period. Kakko to Lafreniere, near miss there. The Rangers press. The fans call one. The referee does not. Ball has a shot that deflects wide. Both teams' fourth lines, I thought, playing pretty darn well to start things out. The bottom six for both of these teams doing pretty well at suppressing opportunities for the top guys on the other side. We get a power play for the Devils, early clear by the Rangers. Hughes has a blast that's saved. Shesterkin holds. That power play's killed off. One shot on that power play. Net feed to Mercer, that gets blocked. Heischer has a shot that's held. The shots are 5-1 for New Jersey, 7.5 minutes in, and the crowd was getting pretty restless. Rangers are line juggling as well. They interviewed Gallant behind the bench, and Gallant was pretty blunt about how badly he thought his team was playing, to which I was thinking, they can hear you. They can hear you. But I mean, they know, right? So Tarasenko's denied on a rush. Trouba fires one wide. The Rangers press. Then there's a power play for the Rangers. There was a blocker save on Panarin. The Devils clear. Rangers cycle. Tarasenko has a shot that's blocked. It's cleared out. And then there's a shorthanded rush by Haula, which ends it. And there's some booing from that crowd. Ranger fans not happy with what they're seeing in this series. Hughes has a net feed then that's picked off. Lafreniere has a spin shot. That goes wide. Devils clear it out. And then there was a delay of, 5+ minutes for the glass being out. So, or glass gets busted. So they had to, get the crew in to fix the glass. Which I thought helped both teams. We're late in the period. They can get a bit of a rest. You can get your top guys out there. So Marino has a shot that's held off the ensuing face-off. Fox and Trouba throwing some big hits. A good back and forth out there. Howell is denied as the Devils press to close it. So after 2 periods, it remains 1-0. Third period, Miller sets up a Rangers press. Zibanejad fires wide. And then, after they've won a face-off, they bury it. It's Trocheck. He buries a rebound. Kreider and Kane with the assists at 1:42. And then the Rangers are looking for the lead. They've tied this up even though New Jersey had played pretty much a perfect road game to that point. Hughes has a net drive that's defended. The next chance he has is held. Heischer to Bratt. That gets picked off. Trocheck fires one high on a 2-on-1 rush. The shots on net are 2 apiece at 5 minutes. And honestly, there was not a lot of room out there for either team. Lafreniere then has a shot that's saved as the Rangers press. And at 8:22, On a rush chance, Siegenthaler. Yep, Jonas Siegenthaler buries it far corner from Heischer and Hamilton. So suddenly it's 2-1 for New Jersey, and that takes the crowd out of it not long after they had just been brought back into the game. Devils then nearly add another. Heischer runs into the net, crashes into Shesterkin. It was an accidental collision. Both players were okay there. Hamilton defends a 3-on-2. The fans are getting restless. The Devils keeping the Rangers to the outside, not giving them prime chances. The Rangers are playing that defensive style as well, not giving New Jersey much to look at. So, yeah, this was basically that kind of chess match. It didn't look out of place, comparatively speaking, with some of the hockey we saw in the mid to late 90s. A little bit more exciting than that, though. Going to say a little bit more exciting than the trapping hockey we had in the 90s. So, Devils are defending, and just not much for the Rangers. Miller has a net feed that gets picked off. Tarasenko has a chance that's held. Fox had an opportunity as well. That gets held. Heischer then had a rush chance, and it's held. The goaltender's not giving up rebounds, holding on to these pucks. And it feels like as the playoffs go along, the goaltenders are getting that rebound control a little more under control. Devils press with 6.5 minutes left. Bratt to Heischer. There's a near miss there. Good forechecking by the Devils, too. How do you control a lead? How do you protect a lead? You stay in the other team's end. You don't sit back and just, you guys can have 35 shots at your goalie. It's fine. So Hedl beats out an icing, sets up a press with 2.5 minutes left. 2 minutes left. The Devils are guilty of an icing. So the Rangers call a timeout, and they pull the goaltender because they know this is likely their last hurrah, right? So the Rangers cycle, Palat clears it out. The Devils go offside with 1 minute and 5 seconds left. So what that does is it sets up a face-off in the neutral zone area just outside the Rangers zone, and that puts Igor back in the net. So they would get the goalie pull on the face-off win, but they're not able to get much set up. The Devils just absolutely, it's a wall at that blue line, and Palat would hit the empty net from Bratt and Howell at 19:34. New Jersey goes into MSG, one of the most intimidating places to play in the National Hockey League, and wins both games. Not only that, but in this one, the crowd, other than this short period between Trocheck scoring and Siegenthaler scoring, this was a quiet crowd. This was a very quiet MSG crowd. And so New Jersey ties the series. We have not seen a home team win a game yet. So if you're a Rangers fan, you have to hope, hey, they won 2 in New Jersey, both of them by 5-1 scores. You have to hope they're able to do it again in Game 5. On the New Jersey side, all they need to do is bring this kind of hockey home, and they should win Game 5, but we're at least going to get 6. We will get a third game in MSG, and I'm looking forward to that. 3 stars are Siegenthaler, Hughes, and Trocheck. The shots on net, 10-8 Rangers in the first, 8-6 New Jersey in the second. Both teams have 7 shots in the third. Final shots are 23-23. Power plays, New Jersey 0 for 2, the Rangers 0 for 3. Hits 24-21 for the Rangers. So that power play was fantastic to start the series for the Rangers. It's gone cold. Schmid, 22 saves on 23 shots. Excellent game for Akira Schmid. Good for the kid. I'm so happy for him. And for Shesterkin, 20 saves on 22 shots. So it really does feel like this series is different than all the others. We're not seeing all those scrums. We're not seeing fights, which is weird because to me when it's Devils and Rangers, I think of war and fighting and all this. And the series really isn't like that, despite the reality that at least from a Rangers perspective, there are players there that can play that style of game. We just really haven't seen it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.